What if I told you I made the world's most expensive coffee maker? Sounds insane, right? Well, that's exactly what I did. And today I'm going to take you behind the scenes of how I pulled it off. So, step one, I went straight to Google and Amazon. I wasn't looking for anything fancy at first, just a basic coffee maker. And that's when I stumbled on this French press coffee maker. Simple, elegant, and honestly, I loved the shape. That became my reference. But here's the thing, I didn't just stop at one picture. Nope, I went deeper. I searched across different brands, scrolled through dozens of designs, and pulled inspiration from each one. Because if you want to build something legendary, you don't just settle for one angle, you combine the best of the best. Now, armed with references, I jumped into Blender. First attempt, pretty basic. I started extruding, adding loop cuts, using proportional editing for the mug's mouth, beveling the bottom, and shaping the lid. It was coming together. But oh man, when I tried adding details, no matter what I did, it just didn't look great. And in that moment, I did what every Blender guru would recommend: save your progress and walk away. Because sometimes the best way to move forward is to start afresh. So the next day, I opened Blender again, brand new scene, blank canvas, and this time I was locked in. I rebuilt the mug from scratch, cleaner, sharper, and more accurate. Then I built the support stand for the mug, duplicated some parts, made adjustments, and before long, it actually started to look like a real coffee maker. And then came the fun parts, details. I modeled the lid more carefully, refined the edges, smoothed out surfaces, and I added tiny touches that made it feel authentic. Now, materials. For the mug, I wanted that perfect glass look, so I mixed a glass shader with a glossy shader, threw in an HDRI from polyhaven for real world lighting, and I added some noise textures to give it subtle imperfection, because glass in real life isn't 100%, and those tiny bumps, that's what sells realism. Stand, metallic, clean. I color matched it to the references I saw. The lid, polished and elegant. But what's a coffee maker without a coffee? Exactly. So I went ahead and simulated some liquid. Fluid simulation in Blender can be tricky, but with some tweaking, I got it to pour nicely. For the coffee material, I went with a principled BSDF, added volume absorption, layered noise textures, and boom, it looked rich and dark, just like the real thing. Now, at this point, I could have stopped. I had a fully working, realistic coffee maker. But remember, this isn't just any coffee maker. We are making the most expensive coffee maker in the world. So, what makes something expensive? I did a little research, and the answer kept coming back to one thing: rare and luxury materials, gold, diamonds, precious stones. So, I went back into Blender and step 1, replaced the entire support and lead material with 24 karat gold. Immediately, the whole model just screamed luxury. But I didn't stop there. Using geometry nodes, I scattered diamonds across the frame, embedding them into the design like a jewel-studded crown. And when I hit render, oh my gosh, the reflections, the sparkle, the glow, it looked like something straight out of a billionaire's kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the world's most expensive coffee maker, a concept so extra, so over the top, it could easily be worth $500,000. Would you buy coffee from this, or would you just lock it in a museum? Let me know in the comments. And if you think this was wild, just wait for what I'm cooking up next. Subscribe so you don't miss.